So the original video was uploaded by Nintendo. Yes, this is if Smash Ball villains were charged for their crimes. This is Meta Knight Sip, the Grand Minister, where in the the subspace creatures have basically taken over the entire SIP. This is not their SIP, and they have stolen it. This would be a case of grand larceny. Again, the ancient minister is not driving this vehicle, but again, it's implied that the ancient minister, alongside another villain, stole this vehicle. The ancient minister, who is summoning the pyramids. This is creating an army. This is considered illegal, as it is illegal to create an army and create warmongering with these Smash Bros. Characters. This will be considered war crimes, as basically they're declaring war on the entire Smash universe. The ancient minister places a subspace bomb. Blowing up the subspace bomb will transform a large part of an area to the subspace dimension. Doing this is terrorism, and the ancient minister will be charged with this. This is assault. Considering that Mario does survive relatively unscathed, this would be considered assault, as the ancient minister attacked Mario with a cannon, sending him flying to the sky. Of course, he doesn't die from this because it's a cartoon. This is a year for the ancient minister. The ancient minister uses Petey Piranha to capture to kidnap both Peach and Zelda. This would be 2 counts as kidnapping. So Petey Piranha also attempts to kill Kirby during the battle against Petey Piranha. Whereas using the cutscenes, but yes, Petey Piranha does attempt to kill Kirby, which would be another life sentence for Ancient Minister, as Ancient Minister sent Petey Piranha to go kill Kirby. And also Mario as well, but Mario was thrown off to the side, as he can either choose Mario or Kirby. So Ancient Minister will be getting 2 life sentences for this entire encounter. Wario is acting on his own, so we're not really counting what Wario does here, and as he should be charged separately as well. I do not know how much that stadium costed, but this is basically just terrorism either way, which we already saw as well. I think the ancient minister was also planning on killing Mario with the with the with the cannon, but it didn't work, thankfully. The ancient minister is supplying Bowser with this weapon. And considering the fact that Wario also had the same weapon prior, it seems that the ancient minister is manufacturing deadly weapons. Bins. So yeah, Bowser uses this deadly weapon, which could only land him around 15 years in jail, as this weapon can really turn any character into a trophy. Also, Bowser is using this weapon to attempt to to attempt to turn Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong into trophies. The only way to revive a character from a trophy is by touching them. But effectively, characters can be revived by being a trophy, but this is effectively murdering the characters, or it could be mutilation. But the characters are basically just frozen. Maybe false imprisonment because the characters can be revived. Okay, I'll go with attempted. Yeah, Bowser was attempting to false imprison the characters into becoming trophies. Smash Bros is pretty weird as well. But again, the whole plan was to make sure they'll never revive again as trophies. So this could be attempted murder times two, and it's or attempted false imprisonment. But either way, Bowser is possessing a very dangerous weapon, which will be 15 years for the Ancient Minister, as the Ancient Minister is supplied in manufacturing said weapon, so Bowser and both Wario can use it. So both Wario and Bowser can use it, which will be 30 years for the Ancient Minister. I decided to go over the attempted murder, considering the fact that the characters, if they're stuck at trophies and no one's there to rescue them, they can possibly never be revived again. But if a character is revived and is brought back, it would be considered false imprisonment. But if a character is lost forever, there's a possibility the character can never be revived and turned back from being a trophy. So this would be attempted murder with a deadly weapon, which is what Bowser is getting supplied by the ancient minister. Also, I forgot the fact that Bowser's minion captures all Bowser, Donkey Kong's bananas. Considering that Donkey Kong usually has a massive hoard of like hundreds of bananas, the average banana grouping, let's assume that Donkey Kong has at least hundreds of bananas, considering. So the average banana averaged around 63 cents. Bowser is taking all of these bananas away from Donkey Kong. Also, they'll have to pay a fine of $11,000 for the bananas and one more year for the theft. Also forgot that the ancient minister. I forgot about all the cutscenes before that. The ancient minister is spraying privilege all over the heavenly area where Pit is from. This is an act of war against wherever Pit is from. This is considered warmongering and yet another death penalty for the ancient minister. The ancient minister is using the halberd to attack the Star Fox vehicle. Again, this could probably be because they see the Owling as a threat, which means there will likely be no crime being committed here, as likely the ancient minister and whoever else is piloting the halberd likely saw this Owling as a threat. Donkey Kong gets turned into a trophy. This is false imprisonment, and also attempted murder. Donkey Kong is being falsely imprisoned by the ancient minister. Thankfully, Diddy Kong was saved by Donkey Kong's strange actions by punching Diddy Kong into the air. Again, this game is a cartoon. It doesn't make any sense. The ancient minister is still going around to plant even more bombs. Again, the ancient minister hasn't planted any bombs, but the fact that the ancient minister is still trying to plant even more bombs is very concerning and could be even more acts of terrorism. Bowser attempts to murder Fox and Diddy Kong by turning them into trophies, which is another assault with a deadly weapon, as the ancient minister is the one supplying Bowser with these weapons, which could basically instantly kill a character and turn them into trophies. Was also supplied by the master, was a Get To Raider. The Porky statue attempts to kill Lucas. Again, we don't know if the ancient minister is behind Porky Mentor's involvement in the subspace episode, but considering the fact that he tried to kill both Ness and Lucas, this wouldn't be too surprising if the ancient minister still recruited him along with the main villain of Smash Bros. Brawl, Taboo, to his attempt to basically take over the world. Wario attempts to basically turn both Ness and Lucas into trophies. Unfortunately, Wario was successful with Ness, as later on in the cutscene. So the Ancient Minister was supplying Wario with these weapons, as later shown that basically all the weapons are manufactured by the Ancient Minister's lab. Yeah, spoilers for a 20-year old game, but Wario turns Ness into a trophy, which is false imprisonment and attempted murder. And also considering the fact that Wario was going to probably turn both characters into trophies, this would be attempted murder times 2, and the successful one would be false imprisonment times 1. Yeah. This could be considered kidnapping. But again, Wario is actually doing this one under his own volition. The only thing that is the Ancient Minister's fault is employing Porky to kill Lucas and Ness, and giving Wario the weapon, as the Ancient Minister manufactured the weapon as well. Same thing with him employing Bowser to do his dirty work for him. Again, basically the entire Smash World is at war with Taboo, the Ancient Minister, Bowser, Wario, and later Ganondorf and King Dedede. So really, basically this was already the crowd as well. The only reason I gave an extra death penalty was for the crowd racing against the Sky World, which is where Pit lives. The Ancient Minister is applying even more bombs. This is another act of terrorism under your belt. The Ancient Minister has another bomb he is going to plant. Also, he is summoning pyramids to declare war against the Fire Emblem Kingdoms. Considering that Moth is a literal, I think he's a king in some of the Fire Emblem games, this would be declaration of war against a kingdom. Yet another warmongering starts. Ike destroys the second bomb. That means basically Ike saved another area from being terrorized by the Ancient Minister's bombs. I find it hilarious that Luigi's really scared of a Waddle Dee. Like, that's just pretty funny. King Dedede is actually acting on his own. We will not be counting what King Dedede did with the ancient minister's crime. Also, King Dedede is doing it because he knows what's going to happen in the future. Pretty smart of him, actually. Wario is collecting trophies. He's either doing this for the ancient minister or for his own volition. Likely because he wants to sell them on the black market or something. Again, Wario's gonna get his own list of crimes. So we'll not be counting this for the ancient minister's crimes. The ancient minister, alongside with the later villain, which is the main villain of this game, sends even more Pumas to kill Link and Yoshi. This will be attempted murder times 2. This can be considered torture and animal abuse. Considering all the Smash Bros. Characters don't really talk like Donkey Kong and Bowser do not, the characters are non-verbal, so this would be considered both torture and animal abuse. As all the Smash characters have a mind of their own and can all be turned into trophies. Samus is technically trespassing, so the Wobbs have every way to take her out. They stole Samus's armor. This would be theft. Actually, considering how important Samus's armor is to gaming, this could be another count of grand larceny, as basically Samus's armor is designed for her. Bowser turns Peach into a trophy. It is attempted murder times 1 in another case of false imprisonment. Again, the ancient minister, who is creating all of these weapons, is responsible for all of the characters being turned into trophies. The Peach clone has possession of the same weapon. This is probably the same exact weapon Bowser is using. Also creating an evil clone, I don't know what the laws around that is, but again, it is a clone of Peach created out of subspace energy. The subspace version of Peach fights against Link and Yoshi and obviously gets destroyed. They attack each other during it, so we said 2 cases of assault. Bowser stole the Zelda trophy. This will be considered kidnapping, as the character is already falsely imprisoned in the trophy. Again, Bowser's doing this on his own volition, and will do a separate list for Bowser. Gallium secretly has a bomb on it, and later that bomb does explode. That is another act of terrorism. Gallium attempts to murder Ike, Meta Knight, and Moth. This will be 3 acts of attempted murder. Gallium has been was basically just created to house a bomb. This is attempted murder of both Pokemon Trainer and Lucas. And the bomb does explode, which it explodes in the sky. It doesn't really destroy anything. Nope, the bomb destroys the entire temple. This is an act of terrorism as well, and also the attempted murder of 5 characters. The Ancient Minister is planning even more terrorist attacks, using the bombs to spread the subspace area. The Ancient Minister sends Robs to attempt to kill Mario and Pit. Also, the Ancient Minister fires lasers, but this could be seen as self-defense as they were attacking the Ancient Minister. This is attempted murder of both Mario and Pit, as we don't know what will happen to Mario and Pit if they're sent into the subspace dimension, and as yet another act of terrorism as well. You can say, what about the Robs? Well, the Robs are employed by the Great Minister and are sacrificing themselves to help commit terrorist attacks using the bombs. Diddy Kong is turned to a trophy using the trophy cannon. Bowser attempts to murder Fox and turn him into a trophy using the trophy cannon. The evil version of Diddy Kong attacked both Falco, Diddy Kong, and Fox. This would be free assault charges as well. The ancient minister appoints two clones of Samus to attempt to kill Pikachu and Samus. The first time it was trespassing, but basically because Samus is trying to get a stolen suit back, the ancient minister is going to attempt to kill Samus for it. This is two attempted murder charges for both attempted murder of Pikachu and Samus. The ancient minister employs Ridley to kill both Samus and Pikachu. This is attempted murder times 2. This would be mass murder of animals, as the Pikmin are animals. And also considering the fact that Pikmin are endangered in their own game, this would be considered a life sentence. Again, this would be classed as more war crimes. But again, we already categorized this crime. I counted at least there's like 11 characters, and the Pyramids attempted to kill all of them. I think those 11 characters. Yeah, there's also Popo and Nano as our separate characters. Ike, Meta Knight, Moth, Lucario. So that's around 5. Also, there are the 5 other characters. That's around 10, I think. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. This is Meta Knight Sip. He is not trespassing because they stole it. They're actually retrieving it back. The Pyramids and all of the creatures that are employed by the minister would be attempted murder times 3 of Snake, Lucario, and Meta Knight. Considering they're already false imprisoned in the trophies seas, which is already considered a kind of false imprisonment, we can't really count this as could we count this as double false imprisonment? Okay, we're counting 2 more charges of false imprisonment because they're false imprisoned inside of false imprisonment. Yeah, very strange. But again, the characters are already trapped in the trophies. They can't move, they can't do anything. So being in the trophies is already false imprisonment. I don't know why they're being kept in cages like this, but they do clone the Peach and Zelda as an attempt to kill the characters. The whole entire level is our attempt to kill all 3 characters. So, yeah, the 3 life sentences still apply. The Pyramids attempt to kill also Zelda and Seek because they escape and turn them back into trophies. Yeah, again, this would be 2 attempted murder charges. Also, they attempt to kill Fox. And also, there was a cutscene where they destroyed the Great Fox. That would be also considered attempted murder of the driver of the Great Fox. So there will be four life sentences for the ancient minister. It is confirmed that Mr. Galen Waters were piloting the thing. That means the ancient minister is using Mr. Galen Waters as kind of a slave. But again, most of these were copies. This is attempted murder times 6, and also slavery of Mr. Galen Watts, as Galen Watts did not consent to being turned evil. Mr. Galen Watts was being falsely imprisoned and enslaved against his will. This is a case of false imprisonment right here. The ancient minister was manufacturing these bombs, mass manufacturing. This would be another death penalty for the ancient minister, as he was manufacturing these bombs. Whereas later is shown, this was likely against the ancient minister's will, and it was likely ordered by the next villain. It is shown that Ganondorf was ordering the ancient minister. So with Ganondorf, we'll be doing a separate charge for Ganondorf right now. So that means all of the crimes up to what the ancient minister did, Ganondorf was ordering both Bowser, Wario, and the ancient minister to do all of the crimes and dirty work for him. So Ganondorf will be charged for all of the crimes the ancient minister did. Also in that earlier cutscene, Ganondorf was stalking Bowser as well. This is enslavement. This would be a death penalty for Ganondorf. Also, he was manufacturing the weapons alongside the Ancient Minister. At least the Ancient Minister at least turns a new leaf and would be considered pardoned as well by the Smash Bros. Universe. And yeah, we'll be done with the Ancient Minister now, considering the fact that he turns a new leaf in this exact cutscene. So now we'll be doing Ganondorf. Also, considering the Ancient Minister was likely brainwashed, the Ancient Minister will be pardoned of all the crimes. But the crime list will still be listed for reference. Ganondorf is using the bombs to blow up the entire area, and he's using multiple of them. This would be mass terrorism. So they employed Meta Ridley to attempt to kill Alamao, Pikachu, Donkey Kong, and all of the characters that were with them. So I count 7 characters. This will be 7 attempted This will be 7 attempted murder charges, since Meta Ridley attempts to kill all 7 characters, and also destroy the Blue Falcon. This is another act of terrorism. They attempt to kill all of the characters. That's basically almost all of the Brawl roster. And if you unlock the secret characters, it'll be a few extra, but if you don't, it's basically all of the characters up to this point. We'll just be counting it as mass murder. No, actually attempted mass murder. But if we really want to, we'll be doing a separate life charge for every character. Also, Ganondorf surpassed the life sentences made by Megamind, so... Bowser is murdered by Ganondorf and falls to prison as a trophy. We will not be charging Master Hand, as Master Hand is just a puppet for the next villain, which is Taboo. Now let's go back for Bowser and Wario. Bowser stole all the bananas. Bowser will be gained the banana charge. Also later on, Bowser attempts to kill Diddy Kong and does turn Donkey Kong into a trophy, false imprisoning him. Also, you gotta realize the Goombas were also reckless driving, but we're not charging the Goombas. So. Again, double attempted murder. 2 life sentences for Bowser. Again, Pete sort of tried to dodge it. Come on. But again, same titles apply to Donkey Kong and the Donkey Kong cutscene. The Corona Pete's was being controlled by the dark energy. Bowser has nothing to do with this. Even though he was basically, doing it, this is all Taboo and the Ancient Ministers doing. Bowser, we're only doing the stuff that Bowser does actually himself. This is freeing the scene of arrest. No, this is freeing the scene as well. Also, Bowser is kidnapping the Zelda trophy. This will be 7 years in prison, and also freeing will give him a couple more. Bowser turns Diddy Kong into a trophy. This will be another false imprisonment charge and any attempted murder charge, considering the fact that Diddy Kong was freed from the trophy. Bowser was going to attempt to turn Fox into a trophy as well. Thankfully, Falco was there to save the day as well. Also, we're giving Bowser a charge of free assaults, considering the fact that Bowser uses the entire trophy, uses the evil Diddy Kong to both attempt to assault all three characters. Bowser will be getting the terrorism charge and the 20, I think it was like 28 we did, cases of attempted murder of all the Smash Bros. Cast, excluding, Toon Link, excluding, Wolf, which are characters that are unplayable in the campaign, the two characters that are like Luigi and Ness, King Dedede, Wario, Ganondorf, and Bowser. So this will be another 27 life sentences and a death sentence for terrorism. Wario has the possession of a deadly weapon, turns Zelda into a trophy. And of course, turning a character into a trophy is false imprisonment. It is also kidnapping and fleeing the scene of a crime. We already saw this cutscene, so I'll basically give it to the chase. Two attempted murder, and false imprisonment, and also kidnapping because Ness's trophy was taken by Wario. Wario is turned into a trophy at the end after the battle. This would be considered assault times 2, which means Wario's chances are basically over. Now it's time for the finale. Taboo was enslaving Master Hand. That's why we're not charging Master Hand for anything. This will be a accountant of enslavement. Also, all of the actions that Ganondorf has done, which is all the stuff that the Ancient Minister has also done, Taboo will be charged with every single crime they have done. Some of the crimes that Wario and Bowser did were out of their own volition. You could say that this was attempted more, but Ganondorf did attack Taboo, which means Taboo was acting in self-defense. For once, this is self-defense. Not with Master Hand, but with Ganondorf, because Ganondorf did attack and attempt to kill Taboo. You know what? Screw it. We'll be giving two murder charges for both Ganondorf and Master Hand, and also we'll be giving yet another false imprisonment charge for Ganondorf. Taboo turns the entire Smash cast into trophies. Ganondorf and Bowser are already trophies. Wario is a trophy. King Dedede, leaving the only three characters left besides Jigglypuff, Toon Link. Yeah, I actually forgot Jigglypuff existed. So, by process of elimination, this is 26 attempted murders and 26 actually 27, and when you include both the ice climbers. It can also include the Pokemon, but they're already in the Pokeballs. So, 27 cases of false imprisonment, including Popo and Nana, and 27 cases of murder. And that is it. Taboo attempts to murder all of the Smash cast again. This includes everybody except for Toon Link, Jigglypuff, and Wolf. So, this is 32 more attempted murders. And now we are done with the video. This is if Smash Bros. Characters were charged for their crimes. And Taboo, well, you ain't gonna live to see another day.